I think one of the most unique aspects of the Virgin program is the ability to use points to book a cruise, because that's something that we get asked a lot at Upgraded Points is how do I use my points to book a cruise? And most programs make it pretty difficult and the value isn't amazing. What did the index report show? Are people actively using their points to book cruises?
Yeah, 55% of people are using their points to book cruises. So,
Okay, yeah,
it's
that's
a pretty big,
significant.
sizable audience. Our Virgin Voyages is completely unique. It's an adult-only cruise. Obviously there are other cruise liners out there, but,
Mhm.
we really went after a particular segment of customers. And similar to you, I'd never been on a cruise till I joined Virgin. I was absolutely blown away. I think part of the benefit of cruising is being able to get a taste for different destinations rather than just
Mhm.
committing to ones. The fact that you can hop from one place to another, and we've got loads of excursions available when you're there. But I almost didn't want to get off the ship, to be honest, because the experience on board was so amazing. The crew are fantastic. We've got a new route we've recently launched, which is our first ever cruise up to Alaska. So we have a number of cruises across the Med. I'm saving up at the moment to go to one in Greece. And it's just the dining experience. So we're an all-inclusive price. I think the most frustrating thing for people is you think, it's an expensive purchase. So you think, well, I've bought my cruise, off we go. And then suddenly you have all the add-ons. So our dining experience isn't kind of it's not your normal buffet at all. We've got exceptional restaurants, whether you want steak, whether you want Asian food. I mean, it is a proper kind of, but very casual too, kind of dining experience. But it's the community.
Mhm.
When I went on a cruise, I met so many amazing people that are all, I've literally got their WhatsApps now. We're friends.
Mhm.
So some great areas to go and meet and socialize. We always have the red night on a particular, well, normally on a Friday night. Everyone dresses up in red. There's a nice kind of big party on board. But if you want a quiet space, you go down the other end of the ship and there's nice cocktail bars. So they've really thought well about their target audience and type of experience they want to create. And we recently launched, only 2 weeks ago, the ability to use your points to buy a $300 bar tab.
I saw that.
Um,
That's cool.
so yeah, my daughter's literally going in 3 weeks' time. She goes, "Mum, how many points have you got? And do you by any chance have enough to get me the bar tab?" So I'm like, "Yes, I do. It's fine." So yeah, so she's well up for that. So it's a very inclusive. So in our price point, you get all your food included, and being able to use your points not just for the cruise, but some of the ancillaries on board makes a big
Mhm.
difference. And we have gift cards as well. So you can really get there quicker in terms of using points if it's something you're really into and want to save up for. But honestly, I mean, the tattoos as well, the amount of people I know that have gone and thought, I'd never get a tattoo. And then a
Yeah.
week later, they're like, "Oh my goodness, Andrea, I've done it."
Yeah, that's gonna be me
But there's a
someday.
gym on board as well. So, there really is something for everyone there.
Yeah. So I have to ask this. A couple years ago, cruises, when they introduced being able to book those with points, we saw some incredible prices, like 95,000 points for two people. Last year, those kind of skyrocketed. We were seeing in the neighborhood of 300,000. I did look in the last day or two, and I've saw some four-night cruises for around 160, which is still it's a pretty good deal, but it is a big increase from where we were a couple years ago. Are these prices that we're seeing now sort of what we should expect going forward? Are there any opportunities that might be coming up where we'll see some sale prices? Is this, or should people sort of get used to the prices they're seeing now that they've sort of balanced out between, 2 years ago and maybe last year?
Yeah, I think there's a situation where there's always, amazing cruises that are available at fantastic offer prices, and then you've got your kind of always on availability.
Mhm.
But some of the things we're talking to the team at Virgin Voyages is about being able to pay for some of the cruises in part points, part cash. So I mentioned gift
Oh, that would
cards.
be
So
nice.
being able to redeem your points to buy a gift card and then using the gift card towards the cash fare. So you could actually get a discount. Equally, some customers have seen the cash fare and purchase points. So you can buy points as well. And we do promotions all through the year. So again, I'd say to listeners, keep out for some of those bonus campaigns where you get Virgin points with a 30% bonus,
Mhm.
for instance. So there's definitely lots of kind of clever ways and smart ways to maximize your spend in terms of your cash spend, but also how you mix that with your points balance. So yeah, I think as again, it goes back to the flexibility of what we offer, but also how you pay for these things too is also important.